Now some advice for the victims to choose. If you choose confrontation first, beware of your family and friends, as this gang has made them its members. Try to announce what your relationship with your family or friends is, so that you prove that this relationship is just a social relationship only and that the house in which you live is just a house or a place of residence only, not a church or the headquarters of an organization, nor the place of a tribe leader, and it will not also be your family and friends. You are not responsible for them in the sense that they are all an organization or group and you are the leader over them, but the relationship is only an normal social relationship only, and this is very important in order to drop any lies from this gang. It is falsification of your attributes or position and you do not know about it and you do not know anything about it. Even if you know it will not be yours or you will have authority over it or control it because you are just a scapegoat or you only confronted your body is exploited only and then you're thrown.
If it's not harmful, then, try to hang in there. But if it is harmful, then, you do what you have to do. I don't want to tell you to walk away from your family because that's your own situation. I don't know all the details, but, take care of yourself. I will say that. Because people who are involved in your targeting, family members or not, they're taking part in your destruction, and it's not a good thing. But, the family members who I still feel like I can be connected to, I am connected to them. The relationship is not the way it used to be, but when I look back at the past relationships with my family members, it was all phony anyway. If they were involved in my targeting, then it wasn't genuine. So it's better for me to do it this way. If I want to be connected with them, I can. I can call, I can go around, but I just choose not to because that's working better for me where I am in my life. But that is
it could be being done by a neighboring home or apartment. And the reason I say that is because when I go to sleep, when I went to sleep last night, I hear my neighbors moving stuff around. Now this is about 1 o'clock in the morning because I worked a late shift last night.
To that this gang hides itself, and thus those who have been to believe that no one possesses such technology except the army and security, and thus they speak against these devices, which have no relationship at all, but on the contrary, it is the one who protects them from such evil and dirty acts as well. The gang wants to destroy trust between people, but even within the same family, so that everyone starts to suspect a neighbor or other, and this is the way of destroying society from within. It means that it is also a disaster for such orders to come, and people think that they are from clerics from America or Europe, and they apply this while all of them came from Iraq. A despicable devil, and with him a homosexual, are the ones who give such orders. Notice what they do with women and with the weak and the needy and others. They want to completely destroy European society in America. He loses it completely, too. There are other programs for destruction only, and all of them are orders issued by Iraq. How did this happen? And by order of whom? Who made us such the mercy of terrorism and made him a ruler or a prophet? J.
Where is him? We're coming for you.
What did you say? I feel like I'm losing my mind. This restraining order was supposed to stop all of this.
For it. The weird communication networks, I mean personal phone for you, and do not depend on it because it is reserved for them, and every communication you make will thwart this too. Every contact that comes to you is transferred to them, and they are the only ones who allow others to contact you, or they are the ones who give them orders to contact you. For this, as there is no benefit from it. The other thing is the internet, Wi-Fi and other networks. They also have Facebook and other social networks, even if they are good, but because you are in Iraq, this is an unspeakable problem. You are in a place that the devil considers his fortress and his center of strength. Absolutely, the internet. For example, if you want to go to the desert and you have a friend on the internet, or you contacted him via the internet and he lives in the desert area, you have to carry water with you because this friend is just a lie, or they are the one who made him work with them and he will not give you water, and this is not you depend at all on the internet, and you are in Iraq, of course. The same thing too.
The agency is messing with targets' social media accounts, so they're changing their profile pictures on Facebook, they're posting and deleting statuses, and they're sending cryptic messages to their friends and family containing disinformation about them. Now, GCHQ's Joint Intelligence Threat Research Group even uses unwitting journalists to funnel information about potential targets. And they're also into honey traps. They pose as attractive women online in order to get potential targets to meet with them in person.
I think what's unique in this...
Operator?
You said you wanted to speak to a representative. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sicksat. Try to get a person at a weapon for self-defense as well. Do not trust anyone who works in this gang or according to what they say about themselves that they are organized. Of course, they all know one laws and one record for this. They are one family means even if they lie and say that it is divided in two halves, one is good and the other is bad also. Do not believe this is absolutely not, and do not trust them. All of them also do not believe anything they give you or claim that it is yours. It is also a lie. Be careful to believe or think that you are the only one who has been chosen, and think that you are a special person or have special abilities, because there are hundreds in Iraq. All of them the gang told them the same thing, but the same way also. I mean, the word getting sick and thinking that you are something important. I mean, this gang does the same thing with every healthy test. I mean, they make him think that God gave him a gift and they play with him the horse and carrot game. They are also a gang of crooks. They're
spend hours in deep conversation where I learnt the world's a dangerous place. They told me I was hated, that people were out there that wanted to get rid of me. They told me I was useless, that I was hopeless, that I was fat, that I was ugly, and I was stupid.
Some sounded like family members, others sounded like friends, and there was a lot of celebrity voices as well. People like Will Ferrell, Emma Thompson, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and even our past Prime Minister, Stephen Harper. It was funny, when I was talking to him, he was busy telling me I was a brat, because all I would do was bug him, saying like, how are you doing today? And he's like, I'm busy. He'd always say that to me. But if that was real, right? Things became rocky after a little bit.
7 that you become a slave for him or work for him, and he is the one who saves you from increasing waves of mind control and not of mind control, because it is the rope that you are tied to. Aware completely, this group of adults is led by a vile thief who made himself electricity or praise. It is nothing but a despicable thief in the case of a terrorist, the damned homosexual security agent, and this is the one who leads the second group, which is the one who kills with weapons for mind control. Aware of believing that there are differences between the elements of this organization or between the two groups altogether, it is just a lie. To you that you are just a sheep. They have just funny about this, that there are those who say that this organization is yours, while the truth is that it is the enemy for you completely all, and this is because of its terrorist leader who made himself your guard, or is the guardian of this gang, or according to what he says is organized, it is sacred, for he says that God appointed him as a guardian or proxy for you, while he is the one who leads it, and you are nothing but a victim of slavery or a scapegoat or a scarecrow or just a pillar, and they put a camera or a stone statue on it. There is something I want you to know, is that this organization follows you wherever you go in Iraq, and when you live in a place you come behind you in order to make everyone around you or people live with you in it and make them play what they want as if it is a wish fulfillment fund. And the funny thing about this is that you have no authority over as well, and also the leader of the terrorist organization gives orders to them to make you a mere slave of theirs, and they are the ones who do all kinds of harm against you. And as soon as you leave the place where you live, this spy snake will freeze this cell or organization and does not close it permanently.
I will be tagging people. You can watch it there live. I will be providing some of their screenshots as well, so you guys understand that I can't be the one lying, because this has happened to 4 other women, all from small to huge accounts. I don't know how you can defend yourself and lie about you getting hacked today, when I have dates going all the way back to November of 2019. Hey guys, I usually don't post
about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I think. I need a place to live. Can somebody please give me a place to live? I can't quit being gang stalked. I got it, I think, really, really bad. Maybe worse than some of you. I live in a small town. I live in the country. And I live next to this campground. And these sick bastards all go back to the campground and sit back there and stalk me and screw with my phones. And they make sick videos like I'm a pedophile, a drug addict, all day long. I've got William Callahan stalking me really, really bad, as if he don't have enough problems at home. He's got to come to my home and cause problems. I need somebody to give me a place to live, okay? These people have interfered with all my jobs, went into my job, showed them these sick, fake videos they create. They have had people lie. They have paid people to lie. I have proof he has paid people to lie.
公道、公正的原则，对各起查惨绝人寰的脑控恐怖案件立案调查，侦破、抓捕丧尽天良、灭绝人性的恐怖犯罪分子，还社会一个安宁，还所有受害者一个公道，还我们应有的人权自由，还我们健康的身体，赔偿我们的精神、身体、物工、名誉等所有损失。
8 he is frozen and then gives orders to all these elements to lie and say that you are the one who is responsible for them, or the directory, and all the evil deeds were orders from you, and I will shock you more. You have mind control, meaning you are dead or have been killed by this because DNA has been contaminated absolutely. But did you know that the group this also claims that you are the one who is responsible for them? Is it not a very funny thing to be responsible for those who killed you also? Do you know that those who entered your name in a mind control program are your family, are friends of you, and they all lie and say that you are their manager and you are from register them or appoint them? And do you know how dirty laws have no legitimacy? And that is true. You ate, drank, took something or some money, because the gang destroyed every financial source for you and made you perhaps resort to some people from friends or even members of your family, so they were appointed, or I took old clothes from them, lived with them, or even talked to them. etc. Here this terrorist's pirate just read their names and he was the one who led them and made them thieves, terrorists and gangs, or divided them in half, one big and another. Of course, your enemy is this the leader. They are nothing but his followers who carry out orders from him only, but it is very difficult for you, as he is hiding among his followers, so you will find yourself facing his followers only. As for it is difficult for you to reach this terrorist. Beware, this is not you what is meant at all, but this is the spirit of the devil. He is currently in Iraq married to an Arab woman and a homosexual.
You know, moving that equipment.
So, definitely defend yourself. Like, do not let these people take your life. Do not let them do anything to you. And after you do whatever it is you have to do, contact the police.
9. Sexual children or homosexual children or women, and all of this, do not be stupid. That it is not yours, but it is all of their leader, and you do not have you at all. I mean, do you know that this devil has affixed himself over your head, and this devil does not come to a place if he has a wife or a homosexual in order to become his wife. It is funny that he is the one who marries, but he tells his wife, the woman or the homosexual, that they say that you are the one who married them. I mean, what do you call this? Any despicable terrorist? This is then something else about this Satan who made himself a prophet or a symbol of the Arabs, or the leader of the Arabs who are against the United States of America and the countries of Europe, or he made himself the voice of God, and that all the problems in European countries now all because of this terrorist and his Arab terrorist wife, who is from Iraq, and his other wife, the terrorist homosexual security agent as well, and on the basis that these are the actions of the wives of this prophet. Is it not a catastrophe? Who is responsible for this and how? Of course, it is necessary to get rid of this terrorist who will destroy everything if he remains with something funny. I say it is this terrorist's claim that it was his wives who did this. It is a lie. For example, his dirty Arab wife hits America, and then his homosexual wife responds to her by striking France, and so I repeat, who put our necks at the mercy of this terrorist, and do they want to impose this end on us as if it were a fait accompli, or are God's orders that came for this to the prophet of the Arabs who are against America and the countries of Europe?
Could be behind the attacks on the US officials. Scientists and doctors now suspect that microwaves may have caused sonic delusions and sickness among the embassy staff. In 2016-17, several reports had emerged of US officials in Havana suffering from headaches, hearing loss and nausea. After examining 21 of those who suffered, the medical team had said that they were the targets of some type of sonic attacks. In its report, though, the team had not mentioned microwaves as the unconventional weapon that caused the ailment. But now Douglas Smith, the lead author of that report, has said that a weapon emitting microwaves was used in the attack. In an interview to a US news outlet, Douglas said that the team is increasingly sure that the diplomats suffered brain injury. But neither the US Foreign Ministry nor the Federal Bureau of Investigation has publicly pointed to microwaves as the weapon. The incident had strained US-Cuba ties, with Washington blaming Havana for failing